Returning now to one of our top stories, and residents from two Victorian coastal towns ravaged by the Christmas Day bushfires are returning to assess the damage done to their homes and properties. Busloads of locals are being escorted by emergency services to view what's left of their homes at both Wye River and Separation Creek. Joining me now from there, Sky News reporter Simon Love. Simon, describe the situation right now.
Cam, good afternoon to you. I'm actually standing right in the middle of a fire zone. This is Dunoon Road in Wye River, where a home just there, also over this side as well, and there are other homes along this street. They have all been destroyed, and some trees which were deemed unsafe following the fire have even fallen over the top of them. I can tell you that right now the Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews, he's just walked all the way up to the end of that street to inspect the damage firsthand. He's even donned a hard hat, as in this area you can see I'm wearing a helmet as well. There is an ever-going present threat that some of these trees are not safe. DELWP workers are going around and marking those trees with a K for killer. We actually saw yesterday when we were on this a similar sort of media tour, Cam, a home that was completely untouched by fire just at the bottom of this hill had a tree fall right in over the top of it, and the tree landed and obliterated the house. So even though it wasn't destroyed by fire, the threat of those compromised trees, I could put it, went over and destroyed that home. I could tell you that there's a busload of locals that arrived in Wye River around an hour ago, just before the Victorian Premier got here. You heard him speak on Sky News before about the great efforts of the Wye River Fire Brigade, who members of that brigade are actually up there with the Premier right now inspecting the damage to some of these homes. Residents right throughout the afternoon are being bussed in to inspect the damage. They are not allowed to stay because of that threat of those falling trees, but you just get a bit of a sense, Cam, standing in here, and I know you've been to a number of bushfire zones, that something quite destructive and horrible happened here on Christmas Day. You can still smell the smoke in the air, Cam.
Describe, though, the scene as you're driving in, the number of homes that you're seeing, the fire that goes right up to the beach. Is that the type of scene that's being repeated right across that region? Yeah,
absolutely. 116 homes in all, and many of these homes were beautiful, luxurious homes here in the Wye River region, beach houses for many people, and some people even lived here. And as you drive in along the Great Ocean Road, a road that many tourists take as they head along to the 12 Apostles, you just get a sense of this utter devastation. You see a kilometre away on the hill there's a home that just had a perfect view of the ocean, and now it's just been absolutely obliterated by fire. Steel, metal strewn everywhere, burnt right to the ground. And that's the similar scene up here in Wye River on top of the hills. You can actually see just up the top there the Victorian Premier, I believe, and Jane Garrett, the Emergency Services Minister from Victoria. They look like they might be coming back over the hill, so they've had a look at those properties up there. I can tell you, Cam, that pretty much any structure, I'll look around 360 degrees, any structure that was here on Christmas Day has pretty much been destroyed, apart from one. And just behind my camera there is a concrete tank, solid concrete, and it's still standing. No doubt there'd be fire retardant inside that concrete tank, and it probably has been somewhat compromised, but it just gives you a bit of a sense of the scale and the speed of which that this fire came in.
Simon Love,
Premier,
there on the
have you got a second just to have a quick chat? Cam? Yeah. I might just bring in the Premier. You've just had a look at some of the homes, Premier. What did you make of the scenes you've seen?
Look, it just shows you how hot and how fast moving the fire was, and how random things can be. You've got some places completely destroyed. There's literally nothing left, and the house next door hasn't been touched. That's a triumph of some of the aerial bombing, but it's also, this is fateful stuff. Sometimes it's just random. But look, there's a big rebuilding job here, but I think this community and all of us were equal to that task, and we'll support everybody involved.
And you're wearing a helmet, I'm wearing a helmet. They're doing a great job here trying to look around with the trees and that sort of thing, marking them as killer trees.
This is very dangerous work, and they've made really significant progress these last couple of days. They've got about 80% of the most dangerous ones out, and that's critical in terms of getting people back in. as well as getting the power hooked on again, some of those environmental issues with water quality and stuff like that. There's been a really intense effort these last couple of days, and we'll continue that work throughout this week.
And there is support from the government. You did say that in the press conference we heard before.
There certainly is for individual households, individual families, but also all this other work around getting the key infrastructure right again. And then we'll have some more announcements to make soon about some of the costs of clean up and things of that nature.
Premier, I appreciate your time. I'll let you continue your tour of the fire zone.